Welcome back to Quite Frankly. Stephen A. Smith in the house with the one and only Shaquille O'Neal. And we heard you right there telling the fans in Miami, we will be back here next year. That sounded like a guarantee to me. Were you guaranteeing another NBA World Championship?
Okay, and?
I'm just asking you.
What'd I say?
You sounded like that's what you did.
Well, I ain't got to say it twice if you saw it on the tape. Tape don't lie.
All right, I just want to make sure that how comfortable are you feeling about that, considering the fact it's the same team. You won the World Championship, no question about that. D. Wade signed his extension. You know they had to do that. That's common sense. Lonzo Mourning is coming back. GP, Gary Payton's coming back. Seems like the team is remaining intact. How you feeling about this? How you feeling about your team?
You heard the tape.
Come on, man. We on TV, man.
Man, you heard the tape, man. I got to say it again?
Yes. I want to make sure. I want to make sure you don't come back with some, autobiography saying I didn't say it. I was misquoted.
Oh, I never say I never say
I know you don't do that.
When I say it, I say it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're confident,
young man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Even though I'm older than you, that's all right. But go ahead.
I feel we can do it again, and I feel we will do it again. Yes.
Got some questions though. Just looking at the team, I know that you got talent, but
you know what?
Yes, sir.
I know what you get ready to say.
Go ahead. What am I going to say, Shaq?
You get ready to talk about the age. But you know what, Mr. Expert Man? Show me a young team that hasn't won a championship in the last 6 years. A young team.
Well, first of all, that's not a fair question.
Show me a young team.
I'm giving an answer.
No, a young team.
I'm giving an answer, Shaq.
In the last 6 years, you show me a young, flying, run up the court team.
You're neglecting to tell people a very important stat. You've been in 4 of the last 6 finals.
My point exactly.
I'm 5 of the last 7, rather than you won 4 of them.
So you can't.
So it could be a young team with you in the middle dominating.
Don't talk to me about age.
Okay. What about speed?
Listen, I'm like wine, baby. I'm like wine. You figure out the rest, player. You figure out the rest.
What about the Dallas Mavericks?
What about them? What about them?
Team looked like they had your number those first 2 games.
Had.
That's right.
H-A-D.
Okay.
And I had my shoes before I left home, too. Now I got them. So there's nothing. Had.
All right.
Yeah, had.
What about the San Antonio Spurs? What if they end up getting there with Tim Duncan?
What about them? What about him?
What about him? What about him? What about Amari Stoudemire if he comes back healthy?
Amari cold.
Oh, he's cold.
But what about him? He cold.
All right. Yeah, Let me throw this at you.
Listen, man. Go ahead.
Can I? Thank you.
Listen, you can say Kareem, will throw anybody at me. What about him?
What about him?
Yeah, what about him? What about you?
What about me?
Yeah.
I can't shine your shoes on a basketball because I know better than that. I stick to writing and hosting. I know better than that, even though I can writing and hosting a television show.
I thought you said writing and hosting. I'm like, what the hell is hosting?
Even though some would argue that my jump shot is better than most, but I won't go there. I'll move forward with that. I'm thinking about Amari Stoudemire, Steve Nash, and those guys, and the reason I bring that up is because if they were a team that would have ended up facing y'all, they run a lot. You don't run that much anymore, they say.
And don't talk to me about ifs. Okay? I don't want to hear about ifs.
Okay.
Because if I was light-skinned, I'd be a model.
Why can't you be dark-skinned and be a model?
Well, I don't want to be a model.
And?
I want to be ugly like I am now.
No. Oh, there you go. There you go.
See?
There you go. Bennett Wallace.
Bennett, who is that?
Ben Wallace.
Oh, Bennett Wallace.
I said Benny Wallace. I said Ben Wallace, Benny Wallace.
Yeah.
He's in Chicago now.
Okay.
A lot of people look at them and they say, hey, they've elevated to number 2 in the East behind the Miami Heat. Gave you a tough matchup in the playoffs. Gave you a tough matchup without Ben Wallace. There you go, man.
What happened?
What? Who? What? What? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't, a lot of people can come and say what they're going to do, but unless you get it done, it doesn't matter. So I'm not really concerned with what other teams are doing. I just know what we have to do. We have the formula. We have the know-how. And if we do that, then I'll be back here next year talking about what we did today. So, but, all that other stuff and if and what if, and I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear it.